In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front exterior door handle on this Ford Ranger. Let's get started. To do this job, we are going to have to remove the door panel. There are a few screws to be removed, and then the door panel can come out. I'm going to start at the bottom, and right there, you'll see a hole for a screw. So let's take that out, use a Phillips head screwdriver, and unthread it all the way. Set that aside. Inside the grab handle, you'll see two more screws, Phillips head also. Remove both of these. Now this is released. At the top it'll have two clips that you have to pull out on. And you can get to the back side. Once you flip this over, you'll see that the switches have these funky looking connectors here. Be very careful with these tabs. You have to pry this tab out, and there's one on the back side. Once you pry them out, the connector comes off, and this is what it looks like. And then this one is going to be the same style, except this one has a screw that secures it right here. It's a Phillips head. So take that screwdriver that you just used for the door panel, remove the Phillips head screw, and that should allow you to pull the connector off of the switch. In this case, it looks like the entire switch panel pulled away with it. That's okay. Still had to remove that screw though. And lastly, the mirror switch. For this one, you need a little pocket screwdriver, and you want to pry these tabs out. There's a clip on this side that you have to pry out, and as you pry out with a pocket screwdriver, pull up on the connector. That should unplug. Now you can take this entire panel with the switches that remain in it and set it aside. Now with the wires hanging like this, carefully lift up on the door panel and pull it away from the door. Now if you look from underneath the outside of the door handle, you'll see that it's riveted in. So with the door open on the inside, we can now safely punch these out. The center, this one as you can see is already missing, so that works out for us. We'll punch this one out. That'll make removal of these rivets a lot easier. I'll show you exactly what I mean in a little bit, and then we can remove the door handle. So try your best to hold this right here in the center. Use a hammer and a punch this out. Oh, well, looks like this one already broke off. It's been so corroded, but hey, that works out for us. Let's see if we can break the other one off. If not, we'll take care of it from the inside. All right, well that one's in a little bit better condition. Now you want to take a drill bit that's the size of or larger than the rivet and drill it out. There we go. Peel off the vapor barrier, and through this hole we have access to the back side of the door handle. Now from the inside of the door, you can see the door handle and the two holes where the rivets went. And as you can see, it has a rod that's connected to it. And if you follow that rod, you'll see where it's clipped in on the door latch assembly right here. We have to pull this clip off, pry it out towards the outside of the door. It won't be the easiest thing to do because there's not a lot of space here. You may need some sort of a pry tool, whether that's a screwdriver, a little pry bar, trim tool, whatever you have. There we go. And now you can pull the rod out of the door latch assembly and out of the door handle, set it aside, and remove the door handle from the outside. And there it is. Now take your new door handle and from the outside slide it in. Make sure it lines up the best you can. Then take the rod, slide it in through the corresponding hole on the handle, and that's the one closest to the edge of the door, not this one. I also put a little bit of grease on here just to make it last a little longer and prevent any potential squeaks, because this new door handle is aluminum and this is steel, so not only could it corrode together, but it could also prevent it from squeaking. Now take the rod, slide it through the door latch where it was before, and clip it back on. Make sure that locks in. If it doesn't and this pops out, you won't be able to get into the vehicle through this door because the door handle won't actually operate anything. Next, you're going to need a rivet gun and 2 of the closest sized rivets that you can find to this hole. This is going to be a little bit tricky because you have to hold this door handle in place open while riveting it in place. So, okay, once you can get your rivet in there and your rivet gun on, try to clamp that first one down. Once you have that first one in, you can slide the second one in and do that one. Now put the vapor barrier back, and let's get the door panel reattached. So bring it over, make sure the wires go through, and then all the hooks that need to latch in, you have to basically put the door panel up, in, and back down, and hook them all in at the same time. And pay attention to the door lock indicator. Make sure that it pokes through, otherwise it'll be basically crushed underneath the door panel there. And it may not even allow the door to unlock if it can't push up because it's all mechanically connected. Once everything is in, tap it down and everything should line up. Once you have the door panel on, there was supposed to be a Phillips head screw right in here, and since there was one, there was nothing for me to take out, but I will put one back in. So take a Phillips head screw and thread it right in. That'll secure the door panel right in the middle here. Just make it nice and snug. Let's just put this one on as well. That way we get all of the screws on the panel itself on. Make this one snug. And now we can focus on reconnecting all the switches. Since this one's right here, I'm going to put this back in. This one was attached with a Phillips head screw. Now, it looks like it was supposed to have 2. This one's broken, so I'm only going to put this one back in, which is the one that it still had, right on the back side. Make that snug, not too tight, and then plug in the mirror switch. Make sure that latches in, and then the lock switch on this one over here. It only goes on one way, so if it doesn't fit one way, flip it over and put it on the other way. Once the pins line up, it should snap in. It should operate. And now take the panel. It has 2 clips on the back side that need to line up here and here. Snap those in. And let's put the 2 screws back that go right on the grab handle. Make sure those are nice and tight, but they are small, so don't over tighten them. Okay, that's all set. And there you have it. The door is properly secured.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.